morning time here. Today I am going to show you how to make a mask. I know it's kind of late in the game, but I mean, is your sewing channel even legit if you don't have a mask tutorial? So that's what this is all about. Now, in the last video, I showed you guys how to make a pouch, and so I said I was going to make a mask for you, and this is a really nice mask. So I'm just gonna share with you the pattern that I use because there's a lot of patterns out there. So this one actually fits really nice. So it goes up like this, and it hides my double chin. See, and then it goes up on my nose, and it's got some pleats on the sides. And I actually use hair ties. And also, yes, I'm in my pajamas, so I mean, if people can go to Walmart in their pajamas, then I should be okay. So thank you for understanding. So then this just folds up into here. So make sure you click on my other video that shows how to make this cute snappy bag for your mask. What you're going to need to make these masks is, I'll show you, this is the pattern that I use, it's closest to it, and then I just kind of rigged it a bit. So I made it a little bit higher. I made it a little bit higher up here so that it would go higher on my nose. This pattern is from Craft Passion, and I can put this in the link below in my description area of my video, and it shows you how to cut it out. So I actually made a template. I always keep cereal boxes to make a template. Okay, so to make your mask, you're going to need to print out the template, and then you're going to need some scrap fabric. So I got these cute art gallery prints right here. You'll see it a little bit later. So 14 by 7 is going to make you a mask. So you need 14 by 7 of 2 fabrics, the lining and then the regular piece. So you're also going to need some hair ties. These are rubber bands. They're really thin and they're not going to irritate behind your ear, and you get 100 of these at $1. And I've been using these for about 7 months now, and they hold up in the wash. They don't deteriorate and rip. They're really skinny and comfortable. It's better than elastic to me. So, and then you're going to need your template. So cut that out. You can even put it on a cardboard like I do. And then pinking shears are always really nice to cut around the curve. Let's go ahead and get the fabric cut out, and then I'll show you how I put it through the machine. Okay, so I want to show you here how you lay it out. Be careful to put either wrong sides together or right sides together so that you get 2 matching pieces that go together. And if you have directional fabric like this one, make sure that you do not cut it upside down or sideways. So, you know, this is where the nose is, so you're going to cut it with the strawberries going down because that's the upward way. And so I've got 2 pieces of my lining, or you can even call it the back and the front, and then I got this one that's also going to be the back. So go ahead and lay that down and just go ahead and cut that out. Okay, so I got my 2 fabrics cut out. I got the front and the back, or the lining versus the regular. And so now you're going to take these and put the right sides together and put those through the machine. These with the right sides together and put those through the machine. We're just going to sew from here to here. I use a 1/4 inch seam allowance and sew both sides together, and then clip the curves. I use pinking shears to do this. Now open it up, and you're going to sew right sides together and make sure the seams meet up at the top. You can clip them if you'd like. Okay, now sew the bottom part of the mask. Make sure you match up the seams. Clip the curves. Now turn it inside out, and we'll go and iron it down.
Now iron the mask really well, and we're going to cut off these metal pieces on the hair ties. Next, you will fold in the raw edges. It ends up being about 1/4 of an inch, and just iron those down. Pinch the fabric to make a pleat.
Okay, so I have put the fabric in right there on the pleat and have the needle down, and so now I'm just gonna do a couple back stitches to make sure that that pleat is secure, and I'm sewing right here on the edge. Do another back stitch so that it hooks that pleat. And I haven't, okay, and so now this is where I'm going to stick my elastic in. See, so I've got my elastic in, and then you'll just want to take like a tool and make sure you butt it up against the edge of your mask like that, okay? You're gonna do a couple of back stitches right there too. So I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. Well, hey, it's working. Okay, and then back stitch. There we go. Forward stitch. There, and now we're gonna turn it. And now we're going to continue stitching along the edge. I like to be really close to the line. See, I got it set up like that. Okay, now that you're coming to the other end of your mask, we are just gonna keep going in a straight circle. We're gonna tie off right here. Okay, I'm gonna swoop it out and then pull it out. And now we're going to do the tuck on this side. Through the machine, and now just start sewing. Back stitch where that pleat is, and keep going. And now we're going to insert this rubber band right into that little area right there. See how I did on this side, and I didn't finish this side yet because I started in the middle. So I'm going to do it to this one. So I just lifted my presser foot up so that I could get the rubber band in there. It's not hard, and then just put it down and start sewing again. And then back stitch. Forward. And then turn it. And sometimes you need to tug it in the back because there's going to be a bump, but on the last one I didn't. See? Looks like it's going just fine. And now I'm kind of thinking this is pretty cool that I was able to do this with one hand. Just thought I would mention that. Now we're just going to finish where we left off on this one, and we're going to insert this into this part that is left empty, and then we'll be done. So I'm starting again right in the middle area of my mask. Make sure you back stitch. Take this and put it in that little slot. Scoot it back up against the edge. Back stitch a couple times, and now we'll move on to this side and finish this one where we left off. So you've got the little hole right there. I probably have like this much of it in the mask. So needle down to secure that down in place, and just scoot this in here. Make sure that that slides up against the edge. So it's very secure because we double stitched it, and it's right up against the edges. I even did it with one hand. So after enough practice, then you can do it, and then hopefully, you know, in a couple months we won't have to wear masks anymore. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Now all you need is the snappy bag to put it in, and I did create a tutorial on that, so make sure you click on the link. And thank you for watching, and subscribe if you had fun.